Hello everyone, welcome to the Redmen TV. Liverpool have just beaten Sheffield United by 3-1. It was much harder than it bloody needed to be, but the job is done. I mean, the first half was ridiculous. Nunez pressing the ball into the net. No idea. They had no right whatsoever to be able to get to that ball, but somehow, once again, Nunez does something that we all don't expect, and that is to score without shooting. When he shoots, he's had a bit of a problem this season. When he doesn't shoot and he just presses, he scores goals. It's as simple as that. And then it was complete and utter domination. Looked at the stats at half time. It's 38 passes for them, 370 accurate passes for us, about 83%. It was ridiculous. It was one-way traffic, and yet there was still nerves in that ground. It never felt like the litmus paper. Or the torch paper had been lit, I should say, and it wasn't until they scored. And I think it's Conor Bradley own goal. I've got no blooming idea. Didn't look like a Conor Bradley own goal. I checked my app afterwards to see what had happened. I haven't seen the goal back in any way, shape or form, but once again it was too easy, and it felt like that time and time again, didn't it? You look at the sort of big chances that they had, and Cleveland Kelleher makes a couple of massive saves down low to his left hand side early doors, first minute or so, and then probably back end of the first half, and then every one of those chances was like two passes, a misplaced pass by us maybe, two passes, and the shots are on goal, and it's a struggle for us. And it's felt like that for about 10 years, hasn't it, with 50, 60, 70 passes, string them together just to get a shot from outside the box. And that's what we've seen that game before, and yet all of a sudden that changed, and it changed with Jurgen's substitutions. And I was saying to the fella next to me, like, we need to change a left-sided player needs to have a left foot, and a right-sided player needs to have a right foot, because the only chances we were getting to get into their penalty area were the runs into the half space from like Luis Diaz or Szoboszlai or someone like that, and they were having to turn back because they can't whip the ball in across with the left foot. And that's what Robbo did. He completely and utterly changed the game, because all of a sudden you got Conor Bradley barrelling down the right hand side trying to whip balls in, and you've got Andy Robertson barrelling down the left hand side and whipping balls in. And the Mac Allister goal comes from great play initially, I think, by Curtis Jones, because what we'd seen from Szoboszlai was maybe a little 1-2 or something like that. But Curtis Jones, watch it back now, and I hope I'm right in saying this because I have only seen it once, he goes towards the two players and he just gives Robertson that little bit more space to be able to get that cross in. And once Robinson gets that cross and it breaks down, Mac Allister's there, the finish is absolutely sublime, right into the top bin, and Anfield erupted. It was as loud as it's ever been for that spell. I mean, it just was magic to be there. Hopefully that came through if you're watching on the television, wherever you are in the world. It was beautiful, and it was all about having a left-footed player on the left-hand side. And again, the third goal, exactly the same. I thought Curtis Jones was good when he came on. I thought Elliott was good when he came on. I thought Gakpo was good when he came on. But Robbo really was the man. And it's a great ball in for Cody Gakpo. And Cody Gakpo gets a goal that should gee him up for this title running. A few disappointing performances, I think it's fair to say, across the pitch as well. For all the furore over how us getting the 3 points and being back to the top of the table and stuff like that. Still a little bit concerned about Mo Salah's form, if I'm being honest with you. He was half shit tonight, but he scored the goal at the weekend that gets us the winner and stuff like that, but not very good tonight. Gravenberch tried, but wasn't really very effectual, and it was so difficult for him though, because they played with a 5 at the back, and then a 3, and then a 2, and all they wanted was to keep us from having shots inside the penalty area. And fair play to Sheffield United, they tried to do it, and they celebrated like they won the game. But what was, for me, was absolutely magic, absolutely brilliant, is the time wasting thing. Did you come to Anfield and you time waste from minute 1 until you're behind? And when they got that goal to go level, the time wasting just went up. The challenges, the fouls, the dirty little buggers, they just kept on trying to get something out of it. And then as soon as we scored that Mac Allister goal, it's like, oh, can we play fast now? It's like, no. We're going to do it back to you now. This is our house. And Liverpool did that. Liverpool on top of the table once again. It was much harder than it should have been. It was hard fought. But yeah, a wonder goal by Alexis Mac Allister is once again probably the difference. Gakpo puts the cherry on top, and a fantastic performance from Andy Robertson heading in to the big one, which is Manchester United at the weekend.